say that because they've got some weird deal that they call a special relationship that really stems from like they've got joint security together. So all they argue is that actually we've got nuclear deterrence and security, that we share information, right? So they've got this thing that they can't really talk about, right? The British government and American government are tied in together where they can't, they always allude to it, but they can never really talk about exactly what it is. That we work together on nuclear deterrence and security. So because of that, we kind of always have to, it's basically the same country.
Yeah.
You see, on that level, on the level of like, when it comes to like war and all of that, America and Britain are more or less just, they might as well be one country. And so because of that, the government can't really outrightly go out and say, we disagree with my man. They kind of have to say, we've got a special relationship. Like, the Prime Minister was like, I've spoken to my man and I'm trying to get him to change his mind, to see that it's a bad idea to like treat your allies like this. And because we've got a special relationship, we can't really badmouth America. That's what he's saying. However, we disagree. And because we've got a special relationship, you're not going to agree on everything. We disagree on him taking over Greenland.
Right.
And so what you've got now, obviously, on one level, you've got America, obviously. Venezuela has gone in. Everyone's like, yeah, boom, fantastic. Yeah? Do whatever you like. Remember, normally when America takes over a country, they say, we're taking over the country to bring democracy. There's a woman, yeah, in Venezuela that has been elected.
She's pro-Trump.
Yeah. No, there's a woman that has been elected, yeah, democratically. She's gone to America to try to persuade him. She's given him her Nobel Peace Prize.
Man
yeah?
said, man said,
do you know what he said to her? Yeah. He said, she has not got the legitimacy to govern in the country. Yeah. But the woman was elected a few years ago. And the election was only stolen from her by the guy that they've kidnapped and put in prison in America with P. Diddy and them, man.
He said he feels that he can't really do business with her.
But the woman was elected.
That's mad.
And so normally...
Can this guy get overthrown?
Do you know what?
At any point, can he get overthrown?
Huh?
Can Trump get overthrown?
Man said overthrow like he's like a dictator.
But he's moving like one.
No, but like he's been voted by the American people and he's the president.
For what? A year and what?
What about the rest of the world though?
Almost 2 years. Almost 2 years.
Is it almost 2 years?
Oh, about a year and a half, almost 2 years.
You see what he's done in this time?
Mad.
And he's still got what, 3 years left? 3.5 years left.
It started in January, innit? It started January last year.
Yes,
he's done a lot, man. He's done a madness.
It's wild.
He's changed the world. He's actually changed the world forever.
This guy, and
I'm trying to go America though, so let's not do too much on the pod, guys. Guys, let's not do too much. I'm trying to renew my visa.
He ain't watching this.
I'm trying to go America.
Yeah, you don't know.
You have no idea.
I'm probably like the kind of man that would just like Google his name or put his name in Twitter and see like who's cat. What you?
I'm trying to go America, guys.
You know what I'm saying?
Guys, I'm trying to reach.
I'm putting you my scrims up. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I wanted to tell you about Norway, why I was getting it mixed up about Norway, yeah? So he wrote a letter to the Norwegian, because you know Norway decides who gets the Nobel Peace Prize.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so it's like to do with Norway. He now, yeah, he's angry. He wrote a letter to them. He said that because like they didn't give him a Nobel Peace Prize, he now feels like he no longer has to think about peace. Like he's basically, US president has said he no longer feels obliged to think only of peace after he was not awarded the Nobel Peace Prize last year, because he wanted the Nobel Peace Prize for ending the war in the Middle East, for like obviously ceasefire. They didn't end the war, but the ceasefire in the Middle East between Israel and Palestine. Like because he achieved that, he felt he should get the Nobel Peace Prize. And because he didn't get that,
fair enough though.
No, because he didn't get that, he's vexed now.
No?
He's vexed.
I don't think, you can get the Nobel Peace Prize
For stopping beef.
for
stopping beef.
For stopping beef with beef. like in my head, you understand what I'm saying? Like two people can't be scuffing and you can't come and punch them both up and be like, yo, look, see, I've ended it. Run me the...
when you put it like that, I hear what you're saying though.
Like, brother...
I do think he should get it for that though. Because he actually did stop it, though, isn't it?
I mean, it's not stopped because like they kind of
still
started fighting
still
again.
bickering in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But Femi, you're the political guy. Can they get him out? And I don't know who they are.
I mean,
but if he
they
continues
can't
this
get
way-
him out. I don't know about the getting him out thing, but what I do know is that in the next few days, the US Supreme Court is passing judgment on whether he can use tariffs the way he's been using it, because actually tariffs,
Effects.
like it's meant to be used when there's I think like a massive security issue.
Right.
And so the reason he's framing like Greenland and all of Venezuela, he said like they were terrorists, the president was a narco president. And like the reason he's framing it as that is because he needs to frame all these actions as a security issue, security threat to the country. And so you can't really be using, they're deciding whether you can carry on using tariffs the way he's been using tariffs.
Can
I ask a question then? What about Canada? Because Canada's got a new deal with China. Isn't that a security threat? And Canada has
To be fair.
now basically cutting off ties with America.
So Canada has to cut off. Canada obviously, I don't know if you remember when Donald Trump came in, he kind of made it easy for the new Canadian president. The new Canadian president, weirdly, was the head of the Bank of England like 4 or 5 years ago. But anyway, the Canadian president is a guy called Mark Carney. Prime Minister, sorry, because they're like still part of the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
And so the Canadian Prime Minister is a guy called Mark Carney, and he made Donald Trump around the time when they were having the election, essentially was like, oh, I want to make Canada an American state. And so obviously that led to Canadian people like being in uproar, and that made it easier for this man to campaign and say, we'll not let Trump take over. And essentially Canada, again, they're deepening their relationship with China because America is no longer a trusted partner. And so, but I feel like weirdly America, Canada, and Mexico have a free trade. They have a deal with each other.
Well, they got the World Cup.
Yeah, there's outside of the World Cup, they have like
So
again
the beef
because
is
they're
the
the
beef,
two.
but then
But because
Because it was drive-through land, so they kind of got their own little deals going on.
they've got their own deals, and like obviously Canada's obviously trying to protect itself against that relation. Because again, all that's happening is Europe is realizing, because obviously the other thing that I didn't say is quite a lot going on. It's a lot going on because the other thing is America, the whole of Europe, Western Europe at least, UK, Greenland are all part of the NATO. Which is basically when there's war, we fight together. And
but I swear,
but
America has the majority.
America spends the most peas. So America's got the most weapons. Like America spends the most peas. And so the beef also with the European countries are like, actually, the argument now is that can they rely on America as a partner within that situation? And also the Ukraine, like how Trump has been about Ukraine, has made them all think, oh, we need to spend more money. So all the European countries are now spending more money on defense. So it's an interesting, weird. I could talk about this all day. But the main thing, all it is that bro is running the presidency like it's his business, like it's his office. Even outside of that, like, he's got like a business, his son's running business. Yeah, his son-in-law is running a business where he's doing business deals with Saudi, everyone is cutting checks all around the world. And so like he's running it like corporate, which is interesting because sometimes you always think, oh, government organizations would be so much better if they ran like businesses. And he's come in, and even like Elon Musk, and the fact that he came in and he was trying to like cut the government and all of that stuff, and like he was trying to make all these choices about the American government, and it kind of messed people up. It meant like people were essentially furloughed or even sacked, or they didn't even know whether they had a job or not at one point, because they were trying to run it like a business. And like I feel like Donald Trump is running it like, well, if you don't give me what I want, I'm gonna push back, I'm gonna do this. And so I think that's the approach he's taken. And at the same time, it's a very personal, it's almost like an African uncle running.
I hear it. All right, I mean, on a lighter note, somebody's birthday the other day.
Yeah, man.
Who, mine?